I got an Oculus Quest 2. I know Facebook integration, but it was the lowest priced VR headset that seemed decent, and if I didn't take to it, or if it didn't work for me because I've got a lazy right eye, it's not a massive cost. I mean, 3D films weirdly work for me, so I thought that would make sense, and I have had a lot of fun with it. I've been on rides at Disneyland, I've been in various little VR experiences, and I've played games natively on it. I've connected it to my PC through both Vorpex and Virtual Desktop for games that aren't natively VR, and some of them work really well, some of them are very janky. And also native ones. I've played through Project Wingman to a degree, didn't really enjoy it, and Star Wars Squadrons. Wow, that in VR. I love VR now. I'm almost addicted to it. I'm going to admit that. It's dangerous. Luckily, it only has about a 2-hour battery life at best, and I try not to plug it in. One of the experiences I really want to talk about, and there's a few that I've downloaded that I've yet to play through because I wanted to get this out before I played those so I could talk about those as well, because there's a lot out there that sound really good. But VR for Good released We Live Here. And it's not a game, it's a film that you're a part of. But it's the first, and I think so far only time actually, I cleared the living room downstairs to give myself space to work with, because it did say it kind of needed room scale. I normally do it stationary here, because why not? But I cleared out the space and I enjoyed it a lot more for that, although enjoy feels a wrong word. Because what this is an experience, like I say, to tell you, or to remind you, that homeless people are people. It's in the name. The inciting incident in this experience is police being called to clear out people living in tents on a park or whatever it is. And they're not given time to go and collect their belongings. I mean, they are, because someone notifies them. Someone comes in saying, oh my God, the police are on the way, get your stuff. But as soon as the police are on scene, they're just interested in getting people out. They don't care about the belongings. They'll just bag them up and bin them or burn them. And the experience here is you going through and you're picking up a journal. You're picking up a little trinket. You're picking up a picture. You're picking up these things that are evidence of somebody's life. Because homeless people, like I said, are people. Many of us have experienced them in some form, and if you're one of those people who just walks past them with disdain, go away, please. Stop watching. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people with a heart. Many of us may have sat with them and talked to them and got some of their life story. I know I have in the past. I don't do it always, but there is a distinction I need to make before I continue, because there are people out there who beg on the streets, but they've got a little council flat and stuff like that, and it's just because they don't want to work, they don't want to work in a normal, meaningful manner, and they can't get normal benefits because they're just not trying to work. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who life has literally said, no, you don't matter, go away. Things have happened to them and no one has offered them the support network they need. There are people out there who will go to homeless areas and try and help them, yes, but there needs to be more. There definitely needs to be more. There are a lot of people out there who, with the right guidance and the right help, can improve their lives, and those are the kind of people I'm talking about. Not, like I say, the shirkers and the people who just don't want to do anything for themselves. You've got to help yourself, unfortunately, in this world. But that's not to say that support isn't a thing. There is support out there, but it's few and far between, it's underfunded, and like I say, it's not promoted enough because it's underfunded. They can't afford to advertise. But this experience reminds us that, yes, these people have lives. They had things they did. My one experience I always remember about homelessness is when I was, 1, living somewhere else, and 2, still smoking. That was a long time ago. But I was going past a well-known retailer on the high street. I'm not going to name drop them, that's weird. And there was a guy saying, oh, have you got any change or anything? I'm like, if you smoke, I've got some roll-ups I can do. I'm not flush myself particularly at this point in time. I know I'm kind of talking to you. It's like I'm still in a better position, of course. And he was like, no, it's fine. Yeah, have a smoke, whatever. And I rolled one and said, well, do you want some company? I had nothing better to do. And I want to say his name was Rob, but that might be me completely misremembering and I'm just calling him that. But I will call him Rob for the purposes of this video. Rob had what has happened to a lot of people, myself included. A relationship ended. But unfortunately, he was left with no resources, nothing to support him or anything like that. And yeah, he ended up on the streets. because a relationship ended. And years ago, I had a very similar situation in many ways. Fortunately, I have good support networks around me. But I was kicked out, I was evicted, and I was just walking around with my bag going, well, this is life now. I'm on the streets. Until I saw someone I knew and they were like, no, that can't happen. And fortunately, my life went in a very different trajectory. But it couldn't have. There is a possibility. If I didn't have those people around, if I didn't have those support networks, I'd be another Rob. Or whoever. But it can literally be that. We talk about, with, the Joker character, because I've done Batman recently, we talk about the idea of like one bad day could turn you into someone like the Joker, but one bad day could turn you into a homeless person. And if you're one of those people who looks at them with disdain, like I say, why are you still watching this video? But if you're one of those people, you'd suddenly find that, yeah, that is what it's like. You constantly see people just looking at you and turning away. And unfortunately, like I say, there are people out there who just beg because they don't want to do anything else, but you can spot the genuine homeless people. Generally, they've got a sleeping bag with them, for one, and they're not drinking a can of whatever. Although some will, because, one, alcohol fake warms you, unfortunately. It does wear off. But two, it numbs the pain for a while. Let's be honest. So yeah, experiences like this are good. It's VR for good, because it lets you into this. Like, I already knew the idea that homeless people are just people who, in a lot of cases, have had bad luck. But this reminded me of that. Reminded me to be kind, to be aware that this isn't a choice for a lot of people. And like I say, there's other VR experiences that I want to get through, but I wanted to make sure I got my thoughts of this out before I moved on to others and forgot about it. So over the next few months, I'm sure there'll be a few more. There is an Anne Frank one on there, which I'm really intrigued by. But yeah, they'll be coming down the line at some point, and please leave any suggestions for any interesting VR experiences or fun games. It doesn't have to all be bleak and sad and depressing like this. So go and look at videos of puppies or something after this. I have brought the tone down quite considerably. But thank you very much for watching, and as always, take care.